Hi, so in this video, we are going to go over solving linear equations with the variables on both equations. So, when moving a term, variables, or constants from one side of the equation to the other, you must add or subtract. Steps to solving linear equations with the variables on both sides of the equations are on the next page. 1. Simplify the left side and the right side of the equation. That means you have to, if you need to, you have to distribute and combine like terms. And then you have to move the terms with the variables to one side of the equation, for example, the left side. Move the constant to the other side of the equation, for example, the right side. And divide or cross multiply. So let's look at the first example. So there will be three cases with one solution, no solution, and infinite solution. So let's try this one. So you can either subtract 5x or you can actually subtract 6x. It does not matter. You just have to be consistent. Or when you have to do one thing on the left, you have to do the same thing on the right side. So let's subtract 6x on the left side and to the right side. Then 5x minus 6x will be negative 1x, and you have to bring down minus 9. 6x and 6x will be cancelled, bring down 17. And then, so you have a variable on the left side, you want to move this to the right side, so now add 9 on both sides. Then you have 9 and 9, and negative 9 plus 9 is cancelled. You have negative 1x equals 17 plus 9 is 26. And then divide by negative 1, x equals negative 26. So you have one solution. That's the next example. So before you move on to the next step, you have to combine like terms. So if they are on the same side, you can combine like terms. You cannot combine these because they are on the different side. Like this is the left side, this is the right side. You can combine like terms only when they are on the same side. So on the left you have 7x plus 4. If you combine 9 minus 2, it will be 7x and bring down 24. And then you're going to subtract 7x on the left, 7x on the right. Cancelled. 4 equals 24, but it's first, right? It's not true. If it's first, there's no solution that satisfies this equation. No x value can satisfy this equation. Okay, so your answer, you have to write no solution. You have to write it down. Okay. Now let's do the last one. So you have to think of it, if we have negative before distribution, think of it as negative 1. Distribute negative 1 to each term. So I'm going to bring down 6, and negative 1 times 8 is negative 8. Negative 1 times negative 4. You have to think of negative times negative becomes a positive 4x equals 2 times 2x is 4x. 2 minus 1 is negative 2. Okay, so you can combine like terms. 6 minus 8 is negative 2 plus 4x equals 4x minus 2, and subtract 4x on each side. Cancelled. Negative 2 equals negative 2. This is always true, so it is true no matter what x value you have. This will be always true. This equation will be always true, so your answer is infinite solutions. Okay, so the first example, there is one solution. Second example, there is no solution. Third example is infinite solution. So at the bottom, when solving linear equations with variables on both sides of the equation, it is possible to get one of these three solutions. So one unique value, so it's like one solution. Like the first example, you have one solution, right? All real numbers when you are left with numbers, only numbers, and if they are equal or real numbers, or I want you to write infinite solutions. And then when you cancel the variables, you are left with the two numbers, but they are not the same. This is first, variables are canceled out and your answer is no solution. So you have to write them down.